You get discouraged because the journey is too big. The journey is too big. The journey is freedom. The journey is financial freedom. The journey is you being able to do things that you never thought you would do. And to run that marathon, to that journey, to walk such a journey, it's not easy. It's not easy. You'll be insulted. You'll be shamed. You'll have all kind of things thrown to you. You'll have people telling you that it's not working. It can't be. You will never be one. You'll have people that do not confirm your transactions. You'll have people that makes it very difficult. It's meant to be like that. That is why it needs you to persevere. That is why it needs you to be patient. Because if you don't have patience, it's not easy for you to receive your breakthrough. It's not easy for you to see everything that is meant for you. It's not easy. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. I am Lunga Rosha. That is the name. And this is Global Fund Wave. This is the most exciting community. This is the most exciting opportunity. This is the most exciting product. Of course, it needs education. The community needs education. We need to be educated how to run this smoothly. We need to be educated. We need to be trained. So I'm urging every leader. I'm urging every person. If you know you have a team, even if two people, two individuals, whenever you are taking out your link to sign up a new person, please follow the rules. Inform the person prior how to register correctly. If you could help me out on the chat and just write how to register correctly, that will help us a lot. If you have done that correctly, every leader making sure that everybody register correctly. Very few people at this part, ladies and gentlemen, this part next to your name. Very important. Very important to add it next to your name. If you have this next to your name, all of our problems are solved. Nobody will wait 24 hours. If you've got that, you use it to remind the person. If you've got that, you use that information to remind the person. That's how simple it's going to be. That's how exciting it's going to be. So that helps a lot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most crucial part. If we get this right, I'm telling you, nobody in our groups will be discouraged not to make money. Nobody in every part of the world will be discouraged to make money. So it is within us to make sure that we don't discourage people. I don't understand when you go to church and you pray for people to be successful, but you don't confirm. It's the opposite of your prayers. It's the opposite of what you stand for. So confirm in time. Make sure you pay people in time. Make sure that you confirm in time. Very important. So if you confirm in time, you're making somebody to start their journey 15 days ago. But when you don't confirm, you are now making them to stay 15 days without doubling what they should double. That's very painful. So let's work around that, ladies and gentlemen, and work as a team and work as one unity and make sure that we benefit everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you how. What is this? How will it benefit you? Now, we talk about how the cycle work, how the cycle work. You simply become a giver. This is you. You are a giver. You are a provider. You are a person that is PHing. And as a PHer, you need to provide help. So to provide help is to give, basically. So you are a giver. That's the beginning of the journey. And most importantly, there must be a receiver. Just ask me, where do you get that person? You come with nobody, but you come with the intention for you to make money. When you've got the intention to make money, you are in the right place. So it's just you come with nobody, and you will find a receiver. We are praying that the receiver must be not the discourager. The receiver must do the right thing and confirm in time, because you have already been given. You are just receiving. And that is why you must log into your back office as often as possible, so that you will see when you have been given, when you have been blessed by the provider. So the person provides helps, and you receive the help, and you confirm the help, and the giver start the journey. 15-day cycle. So that is how it works. 15-day cycle. Total decentralized community. And obviously, we utilize a crypto wallet. We utilize a cryptocurrency as form of payments. The method of payment, it is USDT TRC20. That is the method of payment. If you hear me, please type 555. I'll really appreciate that. And if you can see my screen, please type 111. I'll really appreciate that. So very important, ladies and gentlemen, this is how it works, and this is how it can benefit you. You have a wallet of your choice, any wallet of your choice. Be it a Web3, be it a decentralized, be it a centralized wallet, it's okay. It's up to you. You decide the wallet that you trust, and you come on board. You become a giver, you provide help. And of course, now after 15 days, then the cycle now you give OVC and you get help after 15 days. But let's talk about it how. Let's talk about how exactly it happens in terms of this. As simple as it sounds, but how does it happen? Remember, no payment that is made in any fiat currency, no payment that is made in an account but USDT. It could be BEP20 or TRC20. That's how it works. That's the method of payment, and that's where we are. And before you even get started, you need to have what we call a Web3. This is a decentralized wallet. So these wallets we call hidden wallets. We call cold chain. So these wallets, it could be Trust Wallet, it could be MetaMask, it could be any wallet, BitGet, it could be any of your choice, Ledger, it could be any, Exodus, any of your choice that you like, any decentralized of your choice, or Web3. You just need to understand that when we talk about Web3, in order for you to do any transactions, you need to have at least gas fees. If you're going to be utilizing USDT, let's say TRC20, so therefore you need to have gas fees on TXR. Is it TXR? Yes, it's TRX. You need to have gas fees on TRX, Tron network. That is USDT TRC20. So you need to have a little bit, maybe even $2, it's enough there. Maybe $5, it's enough there. Now, if you're going to be transacting using USDT BEP20, that means to say you have to utilize what we call BSC, BNB. So you must have gas fees on BNB. Not that you're going to be paying people using BNB, but you must have gas fees on BNB, so that when you have somebody to pay and that person has provided a wallet that is a BEP20, you pay that person and you've got fees, no problem. When somebody has provided a wallet that is supported by TRX, Tron, therefore you can pay that person using a USDT TRC20, and you won't have issues there because you've got gas fees. So if you are using a decentralized SafePal and so forth, you must have some gas fees in order for you to transact. But if you are using a centralized wallet, Binance, OKX, Bybit, HTX, Cricket, you name them, crypto.com. Obviously, you attach with your emails and everything like that. So you can, as long as you've got funds, you can send it to anybody that you wish, as long as you cater for their exchange charges and everything like that. So even if you've got a Web3 wallet or you've got a centralized, it's up to you. So you can utilize any wallet that you choose, and you come on board, you say, you know what, now I've got a wallet. Now, what is Global Fund Wave? What is it that we talk about? Now, what is the vision? Where are they going? Financial freedom together, how? The power of the people, how are the people given power? The strength of global network. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a peer-to-peer opportunity, person-to-person, centralized person-to-person platform, empowering individuals worldwide. It's just that these person-to-person, peer-to-peer, they need to empower themselves too by making sure that when you make money, become serious. When you make money, be serious. When you make money, when you want to make money, you've got a goal, you've got a desire to make money. Be serious. Show that you're dedicated. At least you can log in a couple of times in your back office to see what is going on. That's the people that we need to make sure that as much as the opportunity is secured, you also protect it. You also protect yourself. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that will be working awesomely if we all do it together like that and we empower each other as the goal is that. So we need to take care of each other and make sure that we confirm in time so that the other person is well empowered. So that will work very well. Highly secure, security for safe and transparent, connecting the world for financial freedom and growth. Crypto enable USDT, BEP20 and TRC20 and growth together, stronger together, building wealth and changing lives by confirming the transaction, by paying in time. Otherwise, we're not building wealth. We are not stronger together. If we are not confirming, if we're not paying in time, then we are not building anything. Maybe somebody's asking themselves, what are we paying? Why does it keep on talking about paying and paying and paying and paying? What is it that we have to pay? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Global Fund Wave. This is a peer-to-peer opportunity. This is where you turn small into big. This is where you turn nothing into a fantastic dream. This is where you turn a seed into a fruitful tree. This is where you turn a beautiful, beautiful moving vehicle financial-wise. You turn 100% into 200%. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't believe it. Grow your money through a powerful peer-to-peer system. This is GFW, Global Fund Wave. Ladies and gentlemen, you start as little as purchasing a $5 ePIN, plus or minus, that is 100 Rand. Now, a ePIN, think of a stamp, think of a post office stamp whereby they make money via stamps, or they used to make money via stamps. When you want to send a mail, you must have a stamp. Think of gas fees. I just spoke about a Web3 wallet, whereby when you want to do a transaction, you must have fees in a certain coin or on a certain coin or in a particular coins. So that is exactly what is happening. Now, Global Wealth Fund makes money via ePINs. So the more we buy ePINs, the more they make money. Somebody asks themselves to say, why did they disappear? Well, if they disappear, they've said no to ePINs. They've said no to money. Now, the more they make money is the more they grow. And the more they grow is the more they introduce innovative system, innovative ways, maybe an app that will, when somebody is allocated, that you will have a notification. You know, those are the things that will happen in the future, but we are here. So the minimum to enter, you must first have an ePIN. That is $5 ePIN plus or minus 100 Rands. Now with that ePIN, this ePIN will help you to get a person This EPIN, remember you came alone in a global funding, in a global stock fair. A normal stock fair, you'll organize people, but the EPINs helps you to get people. Once you use the EPIN to get somebody to bless, to PH, to provide help, you will make sure that you have a $50 ready, plus or minus 1,000 rands. It is ready for you to PH. It is ready for you to send it to somebody, to send it to your enemy, to send it to somebody you don't know, to send it to somebody you've never met, to send it to your ex, to send it to somebody that has treated you badly. It's okay. We're empowering people. Have you imagined how nice it is to receive a call to say, my brother, please confirm the payment that I've sent to you from somebody you don't even know. And this person drops the call. Done. They didn't call you to ask you things, maybe to share you. No, they just said, please confirm the payment. If you're a man receiving a beautiful voice to say, please confirm the payment, my great sir, why don't you confirm? And then let's confirm, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, then you confirm and the 15-circle journey starts for that person. So you start with a minimum plus or minus 1,000 rand or plus that is a $50. If you can combine it, that would be $55. $5 goes for EPIN. Once you have a proof EPIN, then you request to PH. Now, in 24 to 48 hours, you'll be allocated somebody that you'll have to pay. And once you pay that person, they confirm, then your journey starts like that. Your account becomes active. Now, ladies and gentlemen, very, very, very importantly, the second EPIN, you can find it as easily. You can find it as easily as $10. So this is the second one. So you can either decide that you go for a $5 EPIN or a $10 EPIN. Now, a $10 EPIN, it means that you are planning to PH with $100. So a $10 EPIN will be plus or minus 200 rands. And $100 will be plus or minus, let's say, between 1.6 to 2,000 rands. So very importantly, you choose your EPIN and you say, you know what, I'm going to use this EPIN to request to get a person. Once you have a person, this money is already on a wallet, ready to be transacted to that person. And that's how it works. That's how beautiful it is. That's how you multiply it. That's how you win on this trusted, reliable opportunity. Now you join it now. Get to your sponsor. Send them a message to say, you know what, I need a link. I can't be left out with this. Join now, today. Make sure that you win. Now, this is how you multiply your wealth, ladies and gentlemen. Build your network, of course. We'll talk about that. And of course, when you withdraw, we're talking about commission. You don't withdraw here. Wallet to wallet. Bank to bank. That's how it works. Now, there's no weekly person. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it in details now. How exactly do you go about? So, this is what you confirm. When you have received a call to say, confirm now, this is what you're going to compare. You will go to your back office and you will find something like this. This is the screen that you will find. And on this screen, what you do is you go to a wallet of your choice. Once you've opened this, you check the transaction hash. It's going to be like this. C7BB, the last 4 digits. And you go to an exchange, you check, you will find something like this. It could be a little bit different, but it's almost similar. It will have the same details in a different setup. Now, you will see the total that was sent to you, $50 or $100. You say it's correct, you decide. The coin, USDT. Now, the network, TRC20, the date. But most importantly, you focus here immediately. C7BB. If this matches, it's a correct payment, and the amount. Those three. One, if it's correct. Two, if it's correct. Three, let me put it like this here. My three is here. If it's correct, you confirm. If it's not correct, the amount is not correct. But here, when you look on this name, ladies and gentlemen, there is something like this. Use these details to notify the individual. If it's still not corrected, then you can reject. But do not rush to reject. Do not rush to confirm. Get the details correct and then confirm after that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now go back to the dream. What if I can share that you can turn small into big? I did say. But what if I can share it now? What if I can say you can turn a little $50 plus or minus 1,000 rands that you have spent anyhow in your life, that you have utilized anyhow in your life? What if I can say you can turn it into magic? As it says, every 15 days it doubles. You do this for a good 6 months. Exercise. You dedicate this 1,000 rand. You dedicate this $50. Let's create millionaires. Like I said, the journey is not easy. Look at the charts now. The journey won't be easy because these are people from different places, different knowledge. Training is needed. This is the beginning. The platform is just a month plus old. Now, in exactly approximately 185 days, what if I can share that you could be a millionaire if you don't give up? If you make sure that the person that did not confirm, the person that took 4 days of your cycle does not discourage you. If you make sure that the person that decided to not pay you after 24 hours, maybe you did not receive another person, you went to support and cry maybe for 4 days, does not discourage you. But if you make sure that even when it's not perfect, you get started. If you make sure that even the things that blocks you do not discourage you, I'm telling you, in 6 months' time, you could be a millionaire. 100%. But it's your choice. I have my choice. You decide. I make my decisions. I'm not going to decide for you. But this is the opportunity for you to do it. And make the right choice. However way you make it, it's up to you. But I'm telling you, you won't make less than $200,000 in 6 months. You won't make less than 3.5 million to 4 million plus in 6 months. Maybe how? Let's talk about dollars. Make sure every transaction has an EPIN. Remember that part. Every single transaction has an EPIN. No transaction that goes within it without an EPIN. So every single transaction, you must have an EPIN. No matter how you put it back, you take it back from your exchange to somebody else, must have an EPIN. Remember, no monthly person, just simply peer-to-peer. Now let's talk about it. You've dedicated a $50. You say, you know what? I want to go for 15 days. And you go for 15 days. It doubles from $50 to $100. You say, I will organize some EPINs. $10 EPIN. You put it back. You send it to somebody. You request to provide help. It's granted. It's active. After 15 days, 1 month, that is $200. You say, I'll organize now 2 $10 EPINs to take it back. Now, after 15 days, 45 days now, you've got $400. You've been spending. I'm aware of it. Maybe you're as poor as Lungarosha. I don't know. You say, you know what, I want these millions, but I can lose a month or so. On this $400, I don't have more money for e-pins now. Let me take simple, dedicate now $300. Maybe 350, I don't know. You can do the maths. Now, let's say $350, yes. And the $50 that is remaining, you will utilize it for e-pins. That $50 goes for e-pins. Now you are sorted, you have e-pins now. Nothing comes from your pocket anymore. So every transaction, every double you make, you sacrifice little for e-pins so that you can take it back. You won't have any issues like that. But let me tell you, 6 months, 2 months, you have doubled your $400 to $800. Now, day 75, with good e-pins, you have doubled to $1,600. Day 90, however way you provide e-pins, by just taking from your capital or maybe sponsoring it from somewhere, you have doubled it 3 months, $3,200. If you are enough here, this is enough. It's okay, you can go home. The money is in your wallet anyway. You decide to take it from your wallet to send it to somebody. If you do that, day 110, you are sitting with $6,400. How about day 124, 4 months? This is $12,800. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe there's a lot that is happening within that time. Maybe you've lost even a parent. Maybe you've lost even a job. Maybe you've lost something. To become a millionaire is not easy. Maybe you've faced a challenge to say you must take this $12,000 and go spend it somewhere. Maybe you've lost your car. Maybe you've been divorced. And a lot of maybes. But you're saying, I'm going to be strong mentally. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to do it. And day 140, $25,000, 600. Day 155, 5 months, $51,200. Close to a millionaire status. How about day 170, you're a millionaire? $102,400. Now, how about day 186, 6 months? This is $204,800. It could be multiples account. It could be one account that you PH every single day. It could be a little admin. No millionaire will just come handed to you. Never. But you work for it. You do a little. You're not going to pick up cement. You're not going to pick up a lot of stones. It's just smart admin. You decide how smart you want to approach it, your decision. Let's talk about rents. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to bring it home a little bit. Now, from as little as 1,000 rand, you double it, you make it 2,000 rands. Provide some e-pins. From 2,000, you make it 4,000 rands. Day 15. Day 30, you've got 8,000 rands. Day 45, 16,000 rands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is day 60, 32,000 rands. Every 15 days, you double it. Day 75, 64,000. Day 90, 128,000. How about day 105? This is 256,000. Ladies and gentlemen, you can turn 256,000 into exactly 512,000. And you can double it again. Millionaire status. Now, if you want to go for start with 5,000 rands and kill it from 10,000 rands and kill it 4 months plus, kill it. Very, very powerful, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very, very powerful system. So remember, each and every transaction, it needs to be accompanied by a ePIN. Whether $5 ePIN, $10 ePIN, or multiples, you can buy in bulk and you can get a discount from there. So you only PH by using the information that is provided by the system. Even if you had some details to touch the person outside of the opportunity, but make sure that every transaction is recorded in the system. Even if a person needs to send you their address, you can communicate in other platforms and agree that go to your platform and send me the address and use that address to do the right thing. Multiples account, no multiples account, it's up to you. Per day, you can PH up to 5 times per day. Maximum per day to PH is $500. In total, $550 inclusive of ePINs. That is plus or minus 9,500. Of course, you can PH up to 5 times, multiples of hundreds. Now you can go with 1,100 in terms of that dollars, and that is 18,600 plus or minus. Maybe 2 accounts can take you there, or even better, 1 account in 2 days. Now you can go for 1,000. You can go for 1,500, $1,650, maybe inclusive of ePINs. That is plus or minus 28,000, 3 accounts, or in 3 days, 1 account, you can finish the whole thing. Now you decide to say maybe $2,200, plus or minus 37,000 rands. You can obviously utilize plus or minus 4 accounts, or in 4 days, PH every day, you can do it. This is $3,300 inclusive of ePINs, plus or minus, that is 55,000 in rands. Obviously, it allows you to utilize whether 6 accounts. Every email must be different. And obviously, you can use numbers in different format there. And your sponsor will help you. Maybe put a space somewhere and like that. But just to make sure that the format is not the same, and it will allow you to use it. But otherwise, every single email, every single number, if I put it like that, or you follow it as I said. Now, $4,400 inclusive of ePIN, that is 73,000. You can use 8 accounts, or you can use 1 account, 8 days, PHing and providing help for 8 days, you are sorted. Now, $55,000 plus or minus 91,500 rands, that it means maybe 10 accounts, or 1 account, PHing and providing help for every 5-10 days, you are sorted, no problem there. Whatever the amount that you decide, you can go for it. Now, this is how the circle starts. You decide, you know what, you want to come on board, and you've already known which ePIN you want to go for, how much you want to go for, and you start day 0. You give help, you request, you use your ePIN to request for somebody. 24 to 48 hours, you are allocated that somebody. And with that somebody, you send as soon as possible USDT. You see the address that they provided, you choose TRC20 or BEP20, it's up to you. Then to that, assign somebody, you do the transaction. You confirmed. I showed you how exactly you confirmed. So you confirmed by attaching these details. This is how you confirm: TX ID, hash ID, transaction ID. You copy this, you attach it, go pay now. You paste it there. And you make a screenshot of this screen. You make a screenshot here. And you go to choose file, you edit. Done. What do you do from there? You wait for this individual to confirm. How does this individual confirms? This person will log in to their back office. You have logged in maybe 4 times a day: morning, lunchtime, afternoon, and evening. Same thing here. They log in as often as possible. Once they see something like this, Now, it means something has happened. You've already received money. Once you've seen this, you've already received. Now you simply come here to view this screenshot. And you see the details there. If these details matches, that is number one, with this. Number two, where do you find this? On your received wallet. That's where you find it. And if this number two matches, we are getting there. Because now it means you can confirm. Because you have seen the payment with your naked eye, and you have also seen the transaction hash it matches. So you definitely confirm. And their journey starts. That is a 15-day cycle begins. Day 1 to 15. The account is active. Now, after 15 days, something magical happens. They're in a position now to get help. GH. Nothing you do. The system will provide 2 individuals or will allocate 2 individuals that will pay you 24 to 48 hours. Those individuals will pay you. You'll see information, pending transaction. They haven't paid yet. Once you see this screen, it means they've paid and they've attached. Now, when you see the pending transaction, it doesn't mean they haven't paid. Maybe they've paid, but they haven't attached. So paying alone is not enough. You need to attach as well. So once you have attached, you are sorted. This person can be able to confirm. And once they're confirmed, you are active. You go for it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to Cape Town. I am going to Cape Town. I don't know about you. If you can't make $5,000, what is $1 million? So let's go for it. Let's kill it. It says here, when you are sharing, helping the opportunity to find more people to grow, and you have received a total of $5,000. I had a call from, I was supposed to pay some help, one of the team to pay somebody. And I see the name there, that somebody is in my team. And I called them, I'm like, your leadership, please remind me your surname. And she's like, this is my surname. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm paying you now. So please confirm on your other side. You know, that's how beautiful it is. And she was like, you know, I wanted to tell you that I've received my commission. I've received my commission. This is my commission. I'm like, wow, wow, wow. That's beautiful, guys. Beautiful stories. So let's go for it so that we'll hear those beautiful stories. Remember, the method of payment is USDT, whether PEP20 or TRC20. That is the method of payment. Remember again. Now, very important, ladies and gentlemen, you can obviously share the opportunity to any person that you wish, to every citizen in any country, anywhere in the world. Now, it will pay you up to 15 levels. Up to 15 levels. It's a unilevel structure. Now, how does it work? Maybe let's talk about it. Level 1, how does it work? Level 1, you'll get 8%. It doesn't matter the amount, even if it's more than this, 8%. Now, that is level 1. Now, we have to unlock levels. We'll talk about that. Level 2, second level, that is 2%. Level 3, third level, that is from 10th level to level, from level 3, third level to level 10, 1%. Now from level 11 to level 15, this is 0.4%. Doesn't matter how much you start with. It's going to be like this, because even if you start here, after 15 days, you are here. Even when you have started here, after another 15 days, you are closer to here. Because you're going to be on $200. After that 15 days, $200, $400. You are closer. Another 15 days, $400 to $800. That's how beautiful it is. Now, of course, you can start the journey anyhow. 30 people, 60 people, 100 people, 150 people. It's up to you. If you want to win fast, you can go for it. Focus on level 1. If you want to win fast, focus on level 1, $8. 8%. If you want to win fast, you know what you are recovering from. You decide. $8, $8, $8, a lot of $8. If you've got $68, that is 132 rands. And in total, that is 7,920 in total. Now you look at that is $482. You decide to say, you know what? My 60 colleagues, they are now PHing with $500. They've been coming back. You're helping them whenever they have challenges. You go to every leader to say, I want this to be sorted. I need this to be sorted for my colleagues. I need this to be sorted for my team. Guess what? Your team, they are now PHing 5 times a day. Your 60 organization now is paying you per person, per account, $40. 658 rands. That is plus or minus 39,600 rands. Maybe in your organization, it will take you 50 years to earn this amount. Maybe in your place of work, it will take you 10 years to earn this amount. Maybe where you are employed, it will take you 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Maybe even 10 years you haven't got there. Who knows? $2,410. Ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, your team, because you are helping them, they are now PHing with $1,000 each account. Now it becomes 120 accounts. Per person, you're looking at $80 plus or minus 1,215 rands. It means you have 157,800. I don't know, in a week, whenever they've done their transactions. As soon as they've done their transactions, as soon as everything is confirmed, you are 157,800 richer. That is $9,604. But it's up to you how you want to approach it. Now, how to unlock levels, this is the part. Now, you level 1, that is $8. Now, if you want to go and receive from level 2, you introduce a direct. You get $2 whenever they have action. You want to receive from level 3, you introduce a direct. You enjoy this amount. You introduce a direct. You enjoy this amount. You introduce a direct. And it goes like that. And you skip this one because it's already being unlocked by this direct. You now focus on this part. You introduce a direct. You unlocked this direct. This level. You enjoy from this side because you've already unlocked to introduce this direct to make sure that you benefit up to level 10. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. You just have to have 10 directs. They must be active. I say go for 15 so that the other 5 caters for anybody that decides not to do anything. So that's how you do it. Now, very important, ladies and gentlemen, as we're about to close the session, there is what we call capping on commission. Now, your PH influence how much commission you will receive. So when you have came on board with $50 and you've got runners, a big team, people that are builders, people that are big on social network, people that are doing whatever they're doing, and your $50 allows you to take up to 150 commission. If you have more, you have to PH more. If you have PH with $100, it becomes times 3. It means you can withdraw up to $300 in terms of your commission. If you have PH with $500 times 3 of that, it means you can withdraw from your commission up to $1,500. If you have PH, $1,000 balance, total balance, it means that your times 3 is $3,000. You can withdraw up to $3,000 from your account. Maybe if we PH with $3,000, that is the total balance of PH. You're looking at you withdrawing up to $9,000 from your account. Maybe you have PH with the total balance of $5,000 times 3 of that. In your account, you're looking at receiving up to that commission withdrawing up to that is $15,000. Now, 10,000 obviously allows you $30,000. Now, 50,000 allows you $150,000 on terms of commission times 3. That is the capping. Remember, we have this session, Zoom sessions, Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. And also Saturday, we have a training that is dedicated to crypto exchange to help the community to learn more in terms of how to transact, how to buy e-pins on your own, and everything like that. Please, when you have a session anywhere in the country, it doesn't matter which team, as long as you are part of Global Fund Wave, please forward your presentations. Forward your presentations so that we can do the announcement and let everybody know that you're going to be at this place, on this place. And so it was a beautiful session. Yeah, we had a beautiful cake. Ladies and gentlemen, this was amazing. This was amazing. This was a first session in Durban, if I can share. The first session, now we are 1 month plus old. So this was the first session ever of this opportunity, and it was beautiful. This was the second session ever. It was also beautiful. And of course, we had third session in Johannesburg, and I hear PE was amazing. I hear Eastern Cape was powerful. I hear Eastern Cape was doing things, shaking South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for attending the session. This is your time to connect to the person that invited you, and make sure that you get a link so that you can become part of the community, contribute, help others succeed, and also grow. Make sure you cannot contribute if you don't confirm in time. You cannot contribute if you don't pay in time. We understand when you are busy, but make time. So when you do those things, you are 100% contributing to somebody's success. So thank you so much. I hope a lot has been happening on the chats, making sure that you've been answered every question that you asked, and also you've got all the answer that you needed. So thank you so much to everybody that has joined the call. If you like to share something, then go for it. I see Doctor is ready there. I see Pepeto there on the group doing the right thing. Cindy there, Mkhonta, Swatini, oh, Mkhonta madoda.